he's now distancing himself from the controversial Project 2025. That's a massive proposed overhaul of the federal government, which includes firing tens of thousands of government workers and replacing them with Trump loyalists. It also calls for cutting Social Security benefits.
I mean, there's so many people that are on Social Security that never paid into it. You know, not just old people, not just old women who lived off their husbands their entire lives, but there are people on drugs, schizophrenics, schizoaffectives. I used to work with them, and they all were like under 30 years old on Social Security. And that's why they were saying by 2029, Social Security will be absolved. So people like me in the working class won't see any of it.
It was drafted by longtime allies and former officials in Trump's administration. Trump posted on his social media website that he knows nothing about it and has no idea who's behind it. This comes days after the head of the think tank responsible for the program suggesting there would be a second American revolution.
Donald Trump's back, and he's out for control.
I would have every right to go after them.
Complete control.
I will wield that power very aggressively.
And he has a plan to get it.
Detailed plans for exactly what our movement will do.
It's called Project 2025, a 922-page blueprint to make Donald Trump the most powerful president ever. Overhauling the Department of Justice, giving Trump the unchecked power to seek vengeance, eliminating the Department of Education, and defunding K-12 schools, requiring the government to monitor women's pregnancies, and severe cuts to Medicare and Social Security. Donald Trump may try to deny it, but those are Donald Trump's plans.
Well, revenge does take time, I will say that. And sometimes revenge can be justified.
He'll take control, we'll pay the price.
I'm Kamala Harris, and I approve this message.
Y'all will believe anything that Kamala tells you, right? Here's my thing. For y'all old folks on Facebook, on any social media, y'all old folks, just because you repost someone else's meme does not make you or your opinion correct. It's your opinion, but it just shows how lazy and how dumb y'all act. I mean, someone already posted a lie. In my opinion, is a lie. Many people's opinion, it's a lie, right? But you just repost it, and sometimes they even put a caption. Most time you don't put a caption. Most time you don't put anything. But when you do put a caption, it's like, need I say more? Or say some shit that, like, you didn't add anything to the conversation. You didn't add anything of your thoughts, your mind, your opinion. You don't just you just post it like, oh, I made a point. That's why I make these videos, guys. That's why I cannot stop making these videos, because I have an opinion. And, but with this Project 2025, you guys keep tying it to Trump. Trump this, Trump that, Trump. You hate Trump so much, but he's always in your mouth. Like the beginning of a porn. Trump's always in your mouth. Stormy Daniels. All y'all, Stormy Daniels. But you remember when you guys kept talking about how Trump did not want to denounce white supremacy and the KKK and so on and so forth, and over 20 times publicly he denounced, white supremacy and so on and so forth.
Out again.
David Duke is a bad person who I disavowed on numerous occasions over the years.
I'm willing to do anything. I want to see peace.
Then do it, sir.
Say it. Do it. Say it. I totally disavow the Ku Klux Klan. I totally disavow David Duke. Ultimately, he got to the Ku Klux Klan, which obviously I'm going to disavow. I've rejected David Duke, I've rejected the KKK, the Ku Klux Klan.
David Duke is saying to his supporters and followers, vote for Donald Trump. White supremacists are saying, vote. Do you want those votes?
No, I don't want them, and I don't want him to say it.
And you don't want the supporters?
No, I don't want anything.
What do you think of white supremacists, by the way?
I don't like any group of hate.
David Duke announced his Senate candidacy, claiming your agenda.
Are you ready before you ask the question?
Newt Gingrich said every Republican should repudiate this guy no matter what it takes.
And I do. Rebuked. Is that okay? Rebuked.
Rebuked.
Done.
Done.
You still wouldn't believe it. He wouldn't do it. He wouldn't do it. But he did it over 20 times. You just would not listen. Now here he is, non-stop. Had nothing to do with Project 2025 yet. Y'all keep tying him to Project 2025, even though he says he has nothing to do with it. You keep tying him to it.
Last year, President Biden was here. This year, presidential nominee Kamala Harris is in Pittsburgh, and the other guy is at Mar-a-Lago, his non-union golf course.
Can I just add one thing? The city of Palm Beach had a lot of different golf courses, country clubs that would not allow minorities or Jews, right? Mar-a-Lago, once Donald Trump opened it up under himself, sued Palm Beach for not allowing minorities and Jews, and then allowed minorities and Jews into Mar-a-Lago to be part of that club. Over here in Rancho Mirage, Thunderbird Country Club would not allow minorities or Jews to be part of their club. Desi Arnaz, who was the ex-husband of Lucille Ball, when he bought his property out here, he wanted to be part of the Thunderbird Country Club, and they would not let him because he was Cuban. He was a minority. So then he ended up starting the Indian Wells Country Club, I believe it was. Okay. When the Obamas were leaving Washington, D.C., or the White House, one of the houses that they were looking to buy, or one of the communities they were looking to buy in, was the Thunderbird Country Club in Rancho Mirage. And I believe they did buy a house there, and that's like one of the 6 houses they have. So, just wanted to put that out there.
That should let you know all you need to know. We need to come out. We need to knock on 400,000 more doors. And we need to work because our future is at stake. Project 2025, ending our rights to join unions, taking our raises away, ending overtime. They want to end overtime. But listen, know that the power of organized labor can help elect a pro-union mayor, a pro-union speaker, and we damn sure want to elect a pro-union president. I know we can do it. We can do it. Thank you.
I understand that you have endorsed Donald Trump for president. And so my question is, does that mean you support Project 2025, which plans to get rid of Medicare and privatize it and that sort of thing? There's so many stances that he takes that most of the people in the country disagree with. Do you support?
I've never read Project 2025. The first time that I've ever heard of being supportive of it was when I was accused of supporting it. That's something that I've never read.
You never read it?
No.
Why not?
Because my focus here is on the things that are important to the people here. I'm happy to answer any specific questions on issues that are important to the constituents, but I've
But this is a manifesto, an outline of the man who's the candidate for your party for president, and you're not interested in the least in what his people, hundreds of his people, have written to say that they're going to do if he's elected president. They have people in place to vet people. They have plans for eliminating all sorts of projects that are important to the people.
As I have said, My responsibility is to focus on the needs and the concerns of this district and making sure in my entire 20-plus year career in the state Senate and now in the House of Representatives, my responsibility is to find the common ground. And why I joined the Problem Solvers Caucus is because we can find that common ground in the state legislature. We need to be energy independent. I'm telling you what I'm for. And here...
Read the room, Agnes. That entire room voted against energy.
But just moving on to something less important than life and death, but just about this election, they keep on tying you, whether it's yesterday's testimony when they were talking to Christopher Wray or whether it's Kamala Harris on the stump. They keep on tying you to Project 2025, which is a 900-page tome put out by the Heritage Foundation. What is your response to what's in it, and what would you like to say about the role it's playing in your campaign?
It's a group of very, very conservative people. They wrote a document that many of the points are fine. Many of the points are absolutely ridiculous. I have nothing to do with the document. I've never seen the document. I've seen certain things that are said in it. And it's a group of very conservative people that probably like me, but it doesn't matter because it doesn't speak for me. But, of course, our friends that are Democrats, radical left Democrats, they take the document, which is, I guess, pretty big and thorough, and they scour through it. And anything that's bad in there or that's a little bit less than mainstream, they take it and they make a big deal out of it. Donald Trump and Project 25. Are you ready? I know nothing about Project 25. I haven't seen the document. I don't intend to really see the document. And it's a group of people that got together that wrote some kind of a dream document for them. But it has absolutely nothing to do with me. I have the border on my side. The border is a big deal. I fixed it once. I got it down to a level, the best ever, and then they broke it.
After decades in law enforcement, I know the importance of safety and security, especially at our border.
Do it. Say it. I totally disavow the Ku Klux Klan. I totally disavow David Duke. Ultimately, he got to the Ku Klux Klan, which obviously I'm going to disavow.
I've rejected David Duke. I've rejected the KKK, the Ku Klux Klan.
What do you think of white supremacists, by the way?
I don't like any group of hate.
So, in my mind, y'all just believe anything you fucking hear. It's horrible.
Say it. Do it. Say it.
Affirmative task we have now is to actually create a new world order, because the global order is changing again. And the institutions and rules that worked so well in the post-World War II era for decades, they need to be strengthened.
A communist one-world government in the year 2030.
Oops.
Every day you wake up, you got a decision to make. To go right or left, up or down, right or wrong. At the end of the day, you make the decision. Nobody forces you. So make the right decision. Make moves, set the goal. Stop making excuses, man. And if it look like a duck, walk like a duck, and sound like a duck, it's a duck. Stop guessing. Just do the right thing. You heard? You hear me? I love y'all. Stay positive. Love one another.
All right.
A fucking party in this fucking city. This is what we think of your fucking rag. This is what we think of your fucking rag. The only acceptable American flag is one that is burned to char.
Hey, for any American citizen confused, I want you to reflect back on the last 5 years. If you're fucking older than 16, then you remember 2008. You remember every fucking crisis in the last 20 years. Where the fucking...